Hello, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing something slightly different, which is doing a bit of self-promotion. And what is quite different is that I'm going to be looking at an agency dashboard which I've created. And I've been a dashboard skeptic for a long time, mainly because of my own failings. But I think through a combination of easy input and quite a few speedometer dials, gauge charts as they're called, which I make bespoke, I think this dashboard is very useful for nearly all small to medium-sized agencies. So this dial is for a revenue forecast. It could be for next month. It could be for the next 3 months or 4 months, based on a revenue forecast, which is part of the dashboard. It also can tell you what's confirmed, so what's the worst case scenario, what is definitely going to happen. Obviously, definitely is a strong word, but also we can bring in elements of the pipeline as well. So we could bring in those projects that are in negotiation, or we could bring in those projects we're pitching for. So it gives you a range of outcomes, so you can start to do some planning over the next 3 months in terms of resource changes that you might need to make. So this is one dial. They would obviously the gauges are made bespoke for the size of the agency and the targets of the agency. There are 3 types of input. So there's simple inputs from the agency, which is the forecast and the pipeline. And they're changed as needed. So that whenever there's a change, just like you would do to your normal revenue forecast. And I hope you're doing a revenue forecast. They're very important. This one obviously integrates the revenue forecast into an overall dashboard. There are some simple inputs from finance. It could be from your bookkeeper. It could be from somebody like me. Very simple P&L balance sheet. Want budget and headcount. I've said monthly. Monthly is for the P&L and the balance sheet. Budget once a year. Headcounts and once a month as well. And then there's an initial setup in terms of the gauge targets based on the size of the agency, the targets of the agency, and that's once that's done, that's gives us the dials, gives us the gauge dials, gives us the revenue forecast for the year. So then gives us also, then obviously it gives us a chance to do some metrics. So we can look at, this is the current month, this is revenue per head, RPH. It could be cumulative, it could be for the month, it could be for the full financial year. Again, the red, the amber and the green will be based on individual targets for the agency. There's also an option to analyze your pipeline between the stage it's at and the source, so where it's come from. Pipeline is rich for data opportunities. We can track, I'll get my head out of the way, you can track the cumulative actual, your revenue target. It could be a profit target, but this is revenue against the target for the year. There'll be a constant reminder of the revenue gap that you'll need to close. Hopefully that's inspiring rather than daunting. And this is what it will give you overall. So you'll have an overview at your fingertips. You can toggle between month and year to date. You can look forward for the rest of the year. It'll give you a view of your balance sheet. This is in the top right-hand corner, between cash and working capital. You have the key financial metrics in terms of, this is compensation to revenue. You could put gross profit in there, overheads as a percentage of revenue, and obviously your net margin percentage. You have detail about your pipeline, and you'll have a track against your revenue target. Now, just to give you an idea about the just to give you an idea about the nature of the inputs. This is a simple revenue forecast, and it's as complicated or as simple as this, between a simple grid, each month revenue for each project or each client, whether it's a project or a retainer. So it's not a complicated input for the agency point of view, and the same goes for the pipeline. It'll be of a similar format. So there's nothing in there which is overly complicated, and I think this is the key to why I think this is a really powerful dashboard, because it brings together the revenue forecast, the pipeline of new business, along with financial performance, and it gives you an overview of that. So you can start to do some strategic planning. at your fingertips, and you can do some scenario planning at the click of a button without generating countless scenarios. It's all self-contained. It's tested. I've used it on numerous clients, and this is why I'm putting this video out there, because I really do believe that it's a useful tool for all small, medium-sized agencies. So what to do next? If you'd like to have an initial chat, I'm always up for a chat with agency owners. If you think that it might be useful for your agency, let me know, and we'll have a conversation. Thanks a lot.